Hi everyone, welcome. It's Jafi from Medieval Mirage. It's great to have your company. Thanks for your visit. So I'm here to talk about my Medieval Missives kit. I made one up for my Etsy shop months and months and months ago now. So I wanted to let you know that in front of you there are just some from that kit. Where else is it? And that one there, the little one. But I will have tutorials on how to use or make the most of your Medieval Missives, my Medieval Missives original kit. So please stay tuned for that because you'll get so much more use out of your kits, because I'll be sharing the way that I like to use that kit and also the way it was intended to be used. So, but in front of you though is these ones here are like this one and a few others. They're from my add-on kit. And this is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be doing quite a few add-on kits for the Medieval Missives original kit, and I'm very excited to be sharing this with you, because what's exciting about this kit is, like, you would know that in the other one, in the original, I did do some faux wax seals that were printables. But you would only get about two the alphabet would be either on one page or just doubled up. So months and months and months ago, going back July, August, I decided that what would be nice for everyone is to have an entire page of one initial. And that means it becomes so much more practical for you whenever you want to use them. You can keep printing and printing and printing, rather than printing the waxable, the printables that only have, say, two of an initial on it. And in some places that's fine, and I'll show you how to use those ones. But for those of you that want a bit of a theme, that wax seal look throughout your journal, then this is why I created that. So it makes it so much more practical. You can go crazy with that. Now, the reason why there's a bit missing, one of them was made with that, just there. And the other one I just cut out. I don't know where it's gone, but it's waiting to be made into something when I do the tutorials with you. Now, I have done some tutorials, but some of them I'm going to scrap, only because I was thinking of giving you a grunge version of this and an ungrunged version. I don't think that's a word, but it doesn't have any grungy edges. The reason why I decided to leave that one out was because I've already got another in the pipeline. I've got another wax seal that I'm really loving. In fact, there's a couple. So I thought, well, look, I would rather do this one and the ones that are coming as add-ons. So this one's going to be part one. I was going to add a few more things to it, but I've decided not to, because I'll just split it up so it just makes everything streamlined. But what I love about this kit that I've designed for you is I've made these so that they can be mirror images, so that you can glue them back to back, because it will save you a lot of time. In fact, there's something else I wanted to show you. But it's gone missing again. Sorry everyone, I won't be long. I just did something on the very back of something and it's just disappeared on me. Sorry. Yeah, always happens, doesn't it? Anyway, what I wanted to show you was that what I'm going to be supplying for you, now this is actually that. Okay, this is just plain cardstock. So obviously it dulls this down, but what you'll be getting is most likely it will be this or this one. I haven't decided yet. But when you print these out, you'll turn them around on your printer and you will be printing this on the back. Now, the reason for that is it's going to save you a lot of work when we make our faux wax seals, okay? Yeah, and the reason why I've chosen to go with the already grunge one, so if you're curious about just the plain one, everything is just like a black hole on here. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to find it, am I? Wasting your time. Sorry, everyone. Oh my goodness, I've got tons of things here to share. Okay, so this was what I had intended to put in my shop. Now, if that is something you would prefer, then you're going to have to flood me with comments. But I'm telling you that you will want to have some form of grunge because it does give your wax seal something that looks, you know, much more authentic than something flat. But it's totally a preference thing, and I have to say this is my preference. So that's what I'm putting in my shop. And as I said, there are others in the pipeline. I've printed them out, love them, and I'll be making them available. So watch out for my Medieval Missives add-on. So this one is going to be, where did it go? So this is going to be part 1. So every initial in the alphabet is going to have its own page, and I think you get about 13 on each page, and you've got smaller ones and larger ones. So I'll be demonstrating to you, so please do stick with me, either subscribe or put your notification bells on, because you'll be alerted to the up and coming videos where I actually show you how to make what's before you. So I've already done those tutorials, but I would have been talking a lot about the one that didn't make the cut. So I'll see how I go with editing it so I don't confuse you. But basically I wanted to just lay this out for you just to have a look at what we'll be creating and how to get the most out of your kits. So if you really like a historical feel to your journals, whether it be medieval, Rococo, Renaissance, Regency, Victorian, Baroque, Byzantium, I mean whatever history you love, and then this will suit your taste, because basically this is the kind of thing that was around for centuries. And just always remember that the wax was not meant as an adornment. It was meant to seal your letters. We've just romanticized it and we use it for something that's adorning it, and it's very romantic and beautiful. So don't get too worried too much if something doesn't look great, because once that seal was broken, that was it. It was the way to secure a letter and its contents. But for us, we're all about poetic license and giving our journals that kind of historical, intriguing, mysterious feel to them that makes us feel we've stepped back in time. So I'm going to be showing you not only how to fold up some of these letters. I've got a cheat way of doing it, or maybe not a cheat way, but a bit of my version on how to make a lock letter and how to make a fake one. But yeah, I'm sure there was 1,001 things that I needed to tell you, but I will be demonstrating to you how to get these effects with these twine. But it's all about the romance of something historical and fascinating. So please join me on that journey, everyone. I'll see you in a moment. Yep, it's me again. Hi. All right, so basically what I wanted to show you was that I'm going to be demonstrating to you or showing to you how to actually make some of these little groovy things. So these are going to become part of the kit, and I thought one of the ways that it can be used is, if I just bring this up close, you'll be able to see. So in the Medieval Missives one, okay, in the Medieval Missives one, you get these ones. Now, some of them might be small depending on how you choose to print them. But I thought it would be fun to use them on tabs so that you could make them this way and just flip it around so that you can itemize what's going to go in your journals. So you might have letters from Alicia, or I don't know, accounts. I don't know, what's another word for A? I can't think. But you can create your own little tabs that look the part. I will also show you how you can add character to your wax seals, faux wax seals, so that they feel three-dimensional and imperial and regal, but at the same time rustic. So that's one of the things that I'll be showing you. I'll also be showing you how to make something like this, and it feels really, really sturdy, but kind of like using them as kind of embellishments. I'm also going to show you how to also layer up, because you'll be getting blank ones of these, but I'll show you my techniques, but how to actually layer these ones. Sorry about that, that's a bit of a sore I just created. I bumped into something. But yeah, you can make some of these that I'll be showing you, that we can layer up. Okay, and then, sorry it's a bit out of focus. So with this, I'll also show you this. Now this was actually from the one that was the ungrunged one. So I've you know, did a bit of work on that one. But you know, you can always layer these up so they've got kind of more character or dimension. So you can layer them up. But yeah, this was a test run, so the shape is a bit wonky. I didn't go with that shape. But I'm going to teach you how to do that. And the great thing about this one, when I show you how to do this one, you can do this with, if those of you who've got wax seals, this is one way of reusing your wax seals so that you can use them and use them and use them, and they are amazing. Rather than gluing or waxing down your seals and then breaking it, you can keep using these over and over again, and they're so much fun and they're so versatile. And you can even do these ones on the side, so you could do it, glue it like that, so that you can wrap around it the other way if you wanted to. So that's what I'll be showing you. Okay, what else am I going to be showing you? So this is the one that, where is it now? Once again, everything's gone missing. Okay, so, alright, so this is basically, again, this is my favorite way of having these ones, because they just look so intriguing and medieval and historical. Alright, so basically this is why I'm doing that, because the work is already done for you. Now you can of course go over it again just to add a bit of dimension, and we can do all sorts of things, but that's what it looks like cut out. So yeah. Yeah, and of course the back of it is like that. So that's why I've made it this way. So, and that's why lining it with the red paper that I'll be providing will cut your time about inking and trying to get rid of that white that is very distracting. It won't be there because you'll only need to do the rims, and that's so easy to fix. So that's that. So there's these ones too. Now this one, it's a bit of an odd shape. I had to kind of recut it again. And this might be a bit of an odd shape too. It's just that these were the practice runs. Now both of these were not this. I had to actually, you know, age them myself, and I didn't even work on that much. So you can sort of see a little bit of the difference, but they've been made the same way, but you can have these, you know, either glued on, or you can hang them off your tags. Yeah. And yeah, so another thing you can do is this, and I've lost the piece of paper. There's a piece of paper somewhere. Anyway, what it was I had some torn paper that I kind of blank but inked up that went over that, and you could write your name or the recipient's name there on it, or type it out, or whatever your theme is. So I'll be showing you how to make that one. The versatility of this is immense. And then this one, now this was my prototype, so I feel a very great fondness of this. I really love it. It's a bit of a wonky shape, but that was, you know, it was a work in progress. But I love it because it just feels like, you know, it's kind of on a treasure map, pirate treasure map or something like that, but it feels like it's been around for centuries. Well, that's how I imagine it to be. But yeah, it's, you know, you've got, I've aged it and what have you. But the reason why it's kind of shimmery, which is what a wax seal would be, is because of the glue. So normally we are worried about glue going onto our, you know, images because we want to avoid that. But actually the glue on this actually makes it feel like a wax seal. And there is also a bit of a secret way of how to kind of get that rounded impression. There's a couple of ways of doing it, but I think we'll go with, yeah, I'll show you. Well, you'll be seeing one way and then I'll show you the other way, but yeah. So I'm so happy to be presenting to you not only my Medieval Missives kit, the original, and I'll be doing more on that for you, but the add-ons for it. So that is really exciting for me to be sharing that with you, because I've worked on it so that it can be, as you know, it's not going to be authentic. Obviously, there's going to be poetic license, but rather than it just being flat, I wanted to give you something that looked as authentic as possible, or as imperial as possible, so that it looks like, you know, it's come from another era. And I went for the gold because I just felt, and I know this is the poetic license, I know, but I just felt the gold just gave it some, you know, extra pizzazz, something special, something unique, something that still feels historical and romantic and intriguing. I just feel gold and red just go beautifully together when you're going for kind of like that archival correspondence, that historical correspondence, and that's what this is all about. Celebrating historical correspondence, whatever era you like, because it suits all eras, you know. Yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for coming to my show and share. I'll have everything in the description box below, so please join me on this journey as I show you how to make faux wax seals. Thank you, take care, bye.